This is the first in a series of videos to describe the Computer Technology Section's initiative on case management for very small law firms. So what you have here right now is just the home page to a fictitious law firm, Smith & Jones. And as you can see, this is the information that you would want the clients to see. You could have in the middle, obviously, the main portion of the site for the attorneys or to show off the law firm. Then we have another page for attorneys. All right, and excuse me, there I had to click it twice. Sorry. There's two attorneys, articles, things like that that clients would want to see, forms, and these forms are essentially what they are is for this particular law firm here is specializes in business litigation and divorce. And some law firms like to have the clients actually fill in some information to kind of relieve the law firm of data entry costs, and also try to get solicit more business. So I have a form here for business litigation, and you can see this can be tailored specifically to litigation. The company, who's suing who. Is it us suing them or them suing us? The name of the court if it's already been filed, and some facts and such. And so you can go in and put that information in there. Now the same thing for the forms for the divorce. Obviously it's going to look different because it's a very different animal, and that comes up and shows full names, spouses' names, are there any kids, who's living where, things like that. And so you can actually tailor these things to specific practices of law. And in fact, what we're looking for is input from the various sections in order to make forms like this. Now, the forms don't necessarily have to go in and they can be for just any area of the law. We have some generalized forms, but there's also forms that can be specific to an area of the law, like intellectual property, construction, family law, what have you. And so it's really very flexible. And input from the various sections and stuff should go a long way to tailor these types of things to specific practices of law. Now, another thing that you can do with these forms is also data entry within the law firm. So you can have document assembly based on forms, that the forms are promulgated by the sections, and the sections would go in and be able to update those so that the attorneys would get the latest and greatest sections from their respective forms from the respective sections. So as you can see right here, that's pretty much what the whole thing is about. Now we're going to go log in, and I'm actually just going to log in right here real quick. And if I log in correctly, yes I did, you can see that actually the whole thing changed. If you notice, there's a whole slew of new tabs up there. These are things that always existed on the site, but because of the security mechanism of the content management system, the user was never able to, the client, or prospective client and client actually, would never be able to see them. Just members within the firm, you had to authenticate. Now, the security on this system is very good. It's very granular, and as just a testament to its ability, this is the content management system used by the FBI to protect their main website. It's also used by large corporations, CBS, Deutsche Telekom, other corporations use this content management system framework, something called Plone, and they use it very effectively. And so its security mechanism is, as I said, very good. It's certainly more than enough for attorneys, and it gives the attorney a great deal of flexibility about what their clients and other people can and cannot see, and even people within the firm can and cannot see. So you still have everything that had available to you, but now you have an extra one for clients. And so this is done up very much the same way as an attorney would have on their file system. Okay, many attorneys have their firm folder and then a clients folder, and within that clients folder they have clients. So we have David O'Brien, which is a divorce case, North Allerton College, which is a software litigation case. We have contacts. We have presentations, we have forms, again, and like I said, those forms can be used for document assembly and other things. So you can also add new clients, and in fact, there's entities, and that's what an entity is. An entity can be a court, it can be a government agency like the Trademark Office, or it can be some other entity, opposing counsel or the other litigant, things like that. And then you can have people, all sorts of things, collections, billing entries. And if you notice, I have divorce, and I also have business litigation. And since this law firm is keyed on those two areas, you can have, and presumably one guy would be a member of the business law section, and another person would be a member of the family law section. We can have specific case types, what are called content types, specific to those areas of the law. And as a result, you can go in and have quite a bit of flexibility, and each section can be involved with what gets created. And so instead of just a kind of one-size-fits-all case management system, you can have something that's tailored to the person's practice. But the content types have been through the various sections committees so that the proper fields get entered, things make sense to the attorney, and they don't have to go in and form their own workaround or their own content type. It's all just provided by the section, and that can be just essentially the one of the benefits of membership. So I'm just going to go to a case here, and I've gone in, and I don't have a logo with this guy because I don't have his picture, but I have a case. It's Kay. He's getting a divorce from his wife, and so here it is, some more information, and all this stuff can be hyperlinked. In fact, you can see the various hyperlinks and stuff here. So billing for preliminary interview, this is a billing entry that I had for him, and then I can go back up to clients, and actually I'm going to be lazy, and I'm going to go, and I know the other litigant was, I think, Acme, and sure enough, there's a breach of contract case with Acme, and then there's a link, and I'm going to go back with another one, Acme. If you notice, this live search is really cool, and there's actually the case with my client. And so I can go in and have it, and have hyperlinks to the court, or I can go and actually just do a search, since actually the search is really, really good, and Rosenthal, and I can go, there it is, there she is, and I have, of course, information about her in this here, and so I can go in and have hyperlinks to all her different cases and everything, and one of the things that you can add to these things are links, and you can go in and have anything linked to anything else. So you can have contact information, you can have cases, so you can have a list, links to all the different cases that are before Judge Rosenthal that are dealing with your firm, and that's where this system really shines, in that you can have all this interlinking, handles relationships very well. And so that's just kind of the, or just a taste of the ability, the capabilities of this content management system. So one of the things I want to do show you is that when you do log out, remember, log out, and we're back to the things that users outside the firm can see. But again, the security mechanism and stuff prevents you from seeing other elements of the site. So this is just a quick introduction to the content management system that's being proposed by the Computer Technology section for the State Bar. Thank you very much.